might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are Engineer to Win. Today is Wednesday, October 16th, 2024. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully you are doing well. I want to say a special good morning to my guy out there over on the West Coast. Good morning, your car. How are you doing? It is 4:36 a.m. for my guy, your car, and he is up and at it. I was talking to him before the show started. That means he's been up probably since like 3 in the morning. Shout out to my guy, your car, always putting in that work. How are you doing? And your car says, just to start off, says, you better thank a tech pookie. Shout out to the tech pookies out there. Shout out to my guy, your car, always supporting, always showing love. Appreciate it. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
All right, so this is the Coffee and Kata morning show, and we are going to be getting to it this morning. So you guys know how we do. We like to go over the news. We didn't do our show on Monday because we didn't do this show on Monday. We were hanging out with Tech Niche Tips and Before the Billions. So we're going to be doing our numbers to review today. But before we go into that, do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live. Check out techcoachralph.dev, exclusive content, sign up for one-on-one coaching. So many things that we can do together so I can help you win. The content on there alone, it is enough to take you to the next level, right? But if you want to get personalized treatment, one-on-one coaching, then sign up for that. But that's at techcoachralph.dev. We can run it up together. All right, we're gonna get into our news. Oh, by the way, we have our software explorations, concept and overviews coming out at noon today. We're going to be talking about story refinement. How do we get stories in the right state so that we can take them into our sprint and work effectively? That's at noon today, Eastern time. I will be on there in the chat with you guys talking about all that good stuff. All right. With that being said, let's jump into our news for today. So we're going to be starting off with our numbers to review. Let me go over to that screen now. All right, let's put up the timer for the numbers review. So, and I remembered after the show yesterday that Mitch asked me if we're going to be doing the show on Friday, and the answer is affirmative, Ghostwriter. Probably started off maybe like 6:30-ish, something like that. We'll probably go from 6:30 to like 8 p.m. on Friday Eastern time, where we're doing our weekly economic show, because I will be busy this coming Saturday. So yeah, but that's the news. We're going to be doing it on Friday. We don't miss. All right. But numbers to review for this week. Numbers to watch. Retail sales and the mood of consumers will take center stage this week as the U.S. Commerce Department releases its advanced monthly retail trade report for September on Thursday. While inflation continues to cool overall and hiring rebounds last month, consumer sentiment has unexpectedly dipped, a preliminary survey by the University of Michigan showed on Friday. Following the euphoria over last month's interest rate cut by the Feds, the first since 2020, the toll that price growth since the pandemic has taken is back in view. So we only have 3 serious data points for this week, but I have some other topics that we can review. But it says, the U.S. Department of Labor releasing the initial jobless claims, like what we always do, shows how many people have been let go in the past week, and people who are reaching out for help for unemployment benefits. Then we have the U.S. Commerce Department will release its retail sales report for September, which tracks demand for finished goods such as food, clothing, and furniture in stores and online. online. So we definitely want to review that. And we'll be using our economic dictionary, our urban dictionary of economic data. And then it says Friday, October 18th is going to be the U.S. Census Bureau will release key housing market indicators, including the number of new single-family homes sold and the number of new building permits issued by the government and in September. Right, so that's what we'll be reviewing on Friday. And yeah, so wait, stop the show real quick. My guy, your car it's going in and out. Let me see real quick what's going on over here. Let me check it. Give me a second. Let me check it. I think I know it. Let me know if it sounds better now. Your car. I think I know what happened. But yeah, let me know. And if so, then I'll fix it. But let's continue. But I wanted to say a big shout out and thank you to my guy, your car with a $20 super chat. I'm not the biggest fan of making noise in the morning, but when my guy, your car, gives us a $20 super chat, I gotta say, I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you.
And we just work together. Running it up every single day. Let me know if the sound is better, your car. I think I know what the problem was, but let me know. All right. So, and we got my guy, Zeno, in the building. Says, good morning to you as well, Zeno. How are you doing? Hopefully you are having a great day. All right, so let's continue with our next news story. Thank you, Yakar. He says it's good now. Look at that. I turned it on. All right, there you go. But yeah, thank you, Yakar. Really appreciate it. Settings change sometimes, but I got it. All right, cool. So let's get into our next news story for today. So Amazon and DataBricks Inc. AI deal. So what is that all about? So Amazon and data service provider DataBricks are teaming up to help businesses create their own artificial intelligence tools, which with the aim of lowering costs for them. The Wall Street Journal reports DataBricks will use Amazon's Trainium AI chips. The retailer says they cost 40% less than competing hardware to build customized AI models and systems, such as chatbots for corporate customers. The 5-year accord comes as enterprise technology companies like Salesforce and Snowflake ramp up the competition to offer AI services to businesses. Terms of the deals weren't disclosed. So that's pretty interesting. That is pretty interesting. Amazon and DataBricks team up. So let me take a closer look at this, right? DataBricks will be using Amazon. So Amazon is creating chips. They're called Trainium AI chips, and they cost 40% less than competing hardware. Did I just do something? Boy, I pressed them. Anyways, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. That let's take a quick look at this Wall Street Journal real quick. Let me see. What does it say here? DataBricks will tap Amazon's Trainium chips to power services for building AI systems. Amazon and startup DataBricks structure a 5-year deal that could cut costs for businesses seeking to build their own artificial intelligence capabilities. DataBricks will use Amazon's Trainium AI chips to power services that help companies customize an AI model to build their own. Amazon says customers pay less to use its homegrown chips compared with competition such as NVIDIA, graphics processing units, or GPUs, which dominate the AI chip market. That is interesting. Amazon, well, I'll just say this, right? Be careful, Amazon, because they're like, oh, you're getting too big. Now we gotta cut you off. Amazon and DataBricks declined to share the financial details. Let me get this off the screen real quick. When you randomly press buttons by mistake, things happen. All right, there we go. The deal comes as DataBricks and Amazon and other enterprise technology companies like Microsoft, Salesforce, and Snowflake, a rival of DataBricks, aggressively court businesses for the AI dollars. Meanwhile, corporate technologies executives say it's time to show AI investment is generating returns. DataBricks bought AI startup Mosaic ML last year for roughly $1.3 billion and is expanding the acquired company services to get a piece of corporate AI deals. Its partnership with Amazon ultimately makes AI faster and cheaper for business because it can pass on the savings it gets from Amazon AI chips, said Naveen Rao, DataBricks vice president. Anything else in here? Let's see. DataBricks makes money by renting out analytics, AI, and other cloud-based software that taps AI-ready data for companies to build their enterprise technology. It's valued at $43 billion last September. The two companies have existing partnership where customers can run DataBricks data services on Amazon Cloud Computing Platform, Amazon Web Services. DataBricks also rents NVIDIA GPUs through AWS and will be using more of them as part of the deal. Customers using AWS have generated over $1 billion in revenue for DataBricks, and AWS is the data company's fastest growing cloud partner. Brown declined to say, it says no customer is going to move if they're not going to save any money and if their existing solution is working well for them. So it's important to deliver those cost savings. Brown declined to say how many Amazon customers use its custom chips rather than NVIDIA GPUs. That would be nice to know. It's pretty cool. I think we might have to do a deep dive. Maybe I'll do a bug bite on this article. I'm going to save that. But that's pretty interesting. All right, let's move on to our next one. And before we move on, let's see. Let's see what does your car has some comments. All right. So it says we actually covered this before. I don't remember talking specifically about Amazon chips, Amazon AI chips, but cool. If we did, you know how much we go over, and you know how bad my memory is when it comes to this stuff. It says it's a cheaper chip, but it's not trying to keep up with NVIDIA. It's just making it another revenue stream for Amazon. I mean, and when you think about it, right? If Amazon is actually using their own hardware to power as an option to power their own hardware to power their own like software and data systems, then that just makes more money for them. So I totally agree with that. It says says it's taking some time, but we're getting through it. Well, if it's taking some time, then reach out to me, and we can see what are the pain points and help you get through it, so that you don't have to slow down. Right? Let us know. And we will help you figure that out. So don't worry, don't fret. Reach out to us. All right. You know how to get in contact with us, right? So if you have any pain points, don't hesitate to reach out. All right. So now let's get to our next topic. So next up, Walgreens to close 1,200 stores. All right. Start the timer. So Walgreens will shutter 1,200 stores over the next 3 years, the company announced on Tuesday, even as it reported better than expected sales and adjusted profits for the last quarter. The drugstore chain has about 8,700 locations across the country. It says a quarter are unprofitable. It's been on a $1 billion cost-cutting push as it grapples with slower consumer spending, among other issues. In other healthcare earnings news, United Health lowered the top end of its 2024 forecast, citing increased medical costs, while Johnson & Johnson beat estimates thanks to the growing sales of cancer drug Darzalex. I haven't heard of that cancer drug, but I'll tell you this, right? I always tend to see Walgreens closing down. I don't see as much as CVS closing down as I see Walgreens closing down, but I'm pretty sure that CVS I have heard that CVS is closing down a few stores. But yeah, I mean, it's like down here in South Florida, at least, I can't even count on two hands how many Walgreens that I've seen close down as I drive around, seeing a former Walgreens here, a former Walgreens there. But yes, I always and then a lot of the Walgreens that were around in my area, they end up turning into an elegant beauty supply. I don't know why, particularly elegant beauty, but a lot of times the Walgreens turn into the elegant beauty supply store. Don't know why, but that's what it is. But I mean, the whole I mean, it's just things are just changing. Things are just changing with how pharmacies are ran. Now you can get a lot of pharmacy, like they have the online pharmacies with when, Amazon has its own online pharmacy and the delivery is probably really fast compared to
Okay,
when
let's move on.
when you're dealing with like a Walgreens or a CVS. I remember like when I'd have to go get a prescription filled at CVS, and then I would call them, and they never, like, the pharmacy never answers the phone. I'll be on hold for like 45 minutes. I'm like, you know what? I can actually go to the store, ask my question, and then come back home, and I'll still be on hold. So I don't know. I Walgreens has been around forever, but things are changing. Things are changing. All right. So let me see. I got my guy Mitch in the building. Good morning to my bestest friend in the whole wide world, Mitch. And Mitch says the beast has awoken. Let's see. And Mitch says they in regards to Walgreens, and they need lotion to make up for. Oh my goodness! What did I walk into? It's too early for this, Mitch. It's too early for this. Come on. I was gonna say what I was gonna say, but yeah. Let me see. It says this is the article that we covered. This is the Amazon chips article that we covered. I don't see the link for the article. Oh, there he goes. Reuters. The Reuters. I'm gonna take a look at that. I really don't remember, but I'll take a look at that. All right, let's get me a tea tree oil from Walgreens. All right, let's get to the next. We got like 3 more to go. Let's get to the next one. All right, chip maker receives $750 million from the United States. So chip maker Wolfspeed is set to receive up to $750 million in direct funding from the U.S. government via the CHIPS Act, officials said Tuesday. The money will support projects in New York and North Carolina that are projected to help create roughly 2,000 manufacturing jobs and 3,000 construction jobs. In North Carolina, the funds will support production of silicon carbide, a compound used in artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, and clean energy technologies to achieve greater efficiency. Per Wolfspeed CEO Greg Lowe, 70% of silicon carbide is produced domestically, and the investment could help the U.S. retain this advantage. And we have the CEO right here commenting on it. It says, as a leading manufacturer of the next generation silicon carbide technology, Wolfspeed is committed to bolstering economic and national security while reducing reliance on foreign production of microelectronics. Today's announcement from the U.S. Department of Commerce is a testament of Wolfspeed's long-term strategic commitment to the world's first integrated 200 millimeter silicon carbide ecosystem. We are incredibly proud of this recognition and energized to help enable the electrification of everything. Let me see, sir. Let's go to this one. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Take a quick look at this article real quick. I'm not familiar with Wolfspeed, but let's see. Biden admin to provide $750 million in North Carolina's based Wolfspeed for advanced computer chips. Biden-Harris administration, to already read that part. The new silicon carbide factory in North Carolina that makes the wafers used in advanced computer chips. I will say this, though. Okay, it is very interesting. It is very interesting that about 2 to 3 weeks before election time, that's when they make this announcement. They make the $750 million contribution to this North Carolina-based company, especially right after Hurricane Helene. Maybe this was planned. Maybe it was planned. Right there it goes right here. Could be a critical symbol in this year's election. Why is it like when? All right, let me see. Gotta do some research. When was the CHIPS Act passed? So it was passed August 9th of 2022, right? But just now, right? Just now, over 2 years later, that's when they're giving this money to this company in North Carolina. I don't want to call myself a conspiracy theorist, but it's also very interesting. All right, let me see. Let me check the comments real quick. It says, Mitch says, let's go viral. He almost read it. Then he is disappointed in me. I expect better from you, Mitch. I expect better. It says, oh my, what's wrong with you guys? You almost got me. You almost got me. Your car says, serious note, they did the math when we took out of Taiwan. China was pushed back in 2016 in their technology. They are trying to get back to 2020 in their tech right now. Let's see. he almost got me. He almost got me, bitch. All right. Let's go to our next one. See, I don't expect this type of foolishness from you guys this early in the morning. You know, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. All right. So let's get to this article. Changes coming to Medicare plans. So listen up if you're on Medicare, for our seniors out there. The annual open enrollment period for Medicare health insurance begins this week, and seniors should be on the lookout for several big changes, the Wall Street Journal reports, as insurers shift plan offerings in response to new federal guidelines. Approximately 1.5 million will lose access to Medicare Advantage health plan, while an additional 3.5 million will lose their current Plan D prescription drug benefits. Things to watch for when selecting a plan: increase in maximum out-of-pocket costs, change to drug benefits, and hospitals leaving the Medicare Advantage network. What? So, for seniors out there, right? Most of them, especially if you're retired, you're probably on a fixed income, especially if you're receiving Social Security. And now you hear that with the changes in the Medicare plans, that 1.5 million of you are going to lose your access to your Medicare Advantage health plan, and 3.5 million of you are going to lose your current Plan D prescription drug benefits. I don't know much about these plans or the drug benefits or anything like that, but you have to keep in mind that when selecting a plan, there's going to be increases to your maximum out-of-pocket cost. So your fixed income, so in addition to your groceries that are more expensive, to your gas being more expensive, to your housing being more expensive, to your electricity bill being more expensive, probably your water bill being more expensive, whatever else that you do being more expensive. So now when you have to go to the doctor, that costs you more, like to pay the doctor. To pay the doctor, to get to the doctor's office, to get your prescription drugs are going up, your out-of-pocket fees are going up, your health care, so you're probably gonna have to change your doctor, and hospitals leaving that Medicare Advantage plans. Whew. You know what? I just gotta play this in the morning.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
In a bind, Nate. In a bind, Nate. But you know, these are the decisions that we make. They come back to bite us. Your car says, imagine having iPhone 16 and more powerful chips in the city. Well, you know how Mitch feels about iPhone. He says, Apple. I don't feel that way myself, right? Let's see. You guys, I haven't had my coffee yet, so I'm liable to say anything. That's a fact. Mitch says, Ralph is the person is the person like, yeah, they cool, they know their stuff when we get in meetings and do the opposite of what he thinks we do? Maybe. Mitch is more awake because as soon as he starts his car, his eardrums get a shot. Says, do you use that? I sure do. I sure use that HSA plan. You better believe it. Says Ralph is going to laugh when he leaves them like fools and goes and does the exact opposite of what he just agreed with the group. That is not true.
How dare you?
All right. Last article for today. Last news article for today. Let's go over to here. All right. Where's my tablet? All right. So the Department of Transportation issues record civil rights fine. Oh my goodness. Are they fining people for all right, let's see. For racial profiling when driving, or is it something else? All right, let's see. The U.S. Department of Transportation has announced a $4 million fine for Lufthansa tied to discrimination against Jewish passengers. What? The DOT said Germany's the biggest airline denied 128 Jewish passengers traveling from New York to Hungary who did not know each other boarding on a 2022 flight due to alleged misbehavior of a few. The Department of Traffic said the fine is the biggest ever of its kind for civil rights violation. The incident resulted from an unfortunate series of inaccurate communications and misinterpretations and misjudgments through the decision-making process, according to Lufthansa, and its employees didn't describe. I mean, they're never going to admit that. But let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. Let me see. Where can I get? Let's go to transportation.gov. So DOT penalizes Lufthansa $4 million for violating passenger civil rights. The U.S. Department of Transportation announced a $4 million penalty for discriminating against Jewish passengers who were traveling from New York to Frankfurt to Budapest in May 2022. Based on alleged misconduct for some passengers, prohibit. All right, if that's what they did, that's pretty crazy. So because of a few, you banned everybody? What? Most of whom wore distinctive garb, typically worn by Orthodox Jewish men, from boarding their connecting flight in Germany. Oh, so they got from New York to Germany, and then they said, okay, well, you guys can't travel with the rest of the way. That's all right. Despite many of the passengers not knowing each other, others nor traveling together, passengers interviewed by the Department of Transportation, investigators said that Lufthansa treated them as if they were a single group and denied them boarding for the alleged misbehavior of a few. Today's penalty is the largest ever issued by the Department of Transportation against an airline for civil rights violations. No one should face discrimination when traveling, and today's action sends a clear message to the airline industry that we are prepared to investigate and take action whenever passenger civil rights are violated. Crazy. Received over 40 discrimination complaints from Jewish passengers who were ticketed to fly from JFK Airport in New York with a stop in Frankfurt, Germany. Crazy. Well, it is what it is. If you discriminated, then I guess you deserve that penalty. All right, we are going to wrap that up for today. So that is our news for today. Let's see. It says DWB. It was not DWB. It was FWJ. It was FWJ, Mitch, in this case. Let's see. All right. All right. So that's, I'm not going to go into that controversial topic. So let's get into our coding for today. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content. Go to techcoachrob.dev, sign up for free. A lot of amazing content over there. Again, sign up for one-on-one coaching. And we have at noon today software explorations, concept overviews. We're going to be talking about story pointing not story pointing, but story refinements, how we take care of our acceptance criteria, all of that good stuff, right? But for now, let's continue try to figure out these test scenarios. Let's see. All right, let's go to, we don't need our devices. We know this is working, but we're trying to figure out how we're going to run our tests. We're trying to figure out how we are going to run our test. So we have all these tests failing, and these tests aren't even actually running over here, to be honest with you. Unreachable code. We're still, because I did not have time to work on this before, but we're gonna continue trying to figure this out. So we're still getting this missing plugin exception. I wonder. All right, let's try something. If I was to disable the ads for now, what would happen? Let's say we were to go to load ad. Where are the ads being? Because if we disable the ads, right? I'm just curious. Let's see. If we disable the ads, where are the ads? All right, that's because I'm just curious, like, because apparently it's the ads that's causing problems, right? Because it's probably something in the repo of the actual ads. But what poll question do you want me to do for tomorrow, Mitch? And I don't know if you saw this, Mitch, but we are going to be doing our show on Friday. I saw your questions yesterday, but I forgot to answer it. But we're going to be doing the show on Friday, probably starting around like 6:30-ish on Friday. But what poll question do you want for tomorrow, Mitch? Let me know. Where are the ads? So the ads show up. Let's see. So we have our video, unweighted mobile ads, initiate. Where do the ads go? Where are the ads in here? Let's see. All right, my banner ad. So right here is the ads, right? So if we comment out this real quick, and we go here, and this is like how I troubleshoot, right? I'm like, all right, so we're getting this weird error. If we comment it out and then we run it again, do we still get this weird error? And if that's the case, then we have to figure out what's going on with that. So let's run this. See now, so now we know that it's the actual ads that are causing this issue. So what we can do for the time being, I mean, I'll do that in a heartbeat. But I'll do that poll in a heartbeat, Mitch. All right. So we know that it's the ads that's causing the problem. We got to figure out. So we'll figure that out after. But let's fix our test. Let's start fixing our test, and then we'll come back and we'll uncomment the ads, and we'll figure out how to fix the ads. Just, so many dumb things that happen. All right. So let's see. So following test failure is thrown while running async tests. Test editing controller. Invalid composing test range or text range. Where is this? Let's see if we can go directly to that spot. Okay. This is for validate inputs field, have a border outline. Seems like I never did this one. Yeah, it looks like we never actually did this one. So this is for, all right, so let's say we copy this key right here. And what is the error that we're getting? Okay, so let's say we put like a 1 in here, right? Let's run that again, see what we get with that. And it's instance, so expected 1 and actual text selection invalid composing range start at -1. So which not an instance of string. So if we expect, let me see what this expect goes. Actual, and then the expectation. So, okay, so I see what it is. So if we were to say, if we're looking over here, input decoration, border, outline, input border. All right, so let me see if we go. So we wouldn't want the so we wouldn't want the controller necessarily here. We would want, for this key, expect. All right, so let's do a little bit of research real quick, right? Let's go over to here, and we are gonna go to Flutter widget test validate. Validate. What are we validating? We are validating the part of that. Validating the validate input decoration border. Let's see. Or okay, let's see. Let's take a look at the first one. I was trying to build a border for my text field. All right, so I need the test though. So we have this already done, but we need to know how to do. All right, so let's say Flutter widget test input decoration. Okay, so Flutter widget test cannot find input decoration dot error text. Let me see. So text find by key, and then expect text dot decoration. And then I guess from there. All right, so let me try this. All right, let me try this. Because you can do it in contain form to container box decoration. Let me see. So we would say, all right, enter, and then we would do here. They have it as decoration. entered input total. No, that's not right. Guess it would be this one maybe. Let's see here. Controller. So text form field. So form. And let me reformat this real quick. So we have text form field with key of this. That's the controller. So if we were to say, all right, so if we were to say over here as the, so let me just see something here. So we say text form field is entered user yearly field equals find by key a value of finder cannot be assigned to a variable text form field. Okay. Let me see. Let's see here. I thought I just saw it somewhere. Go back. Let me see. Let's see. So, all right, let's get rid of that. So we need to entered user. So this input annual income field. Let me see if I can find this. So it's not there. Dot evaluate as text form field. So as text form field. All right, so evaluate entered user. All right, so now as text form field, we got that. Let me see if okay, so under here, we should have decoration under there, shouldn't we? Why don't we have decoration under there? Or let's say input. All right, let me see if we do Flutter widget test text form field. How to unit test? All right, so okay, await. All right, we got that. And all right, so expect form field test. So final edit editable text form field tester.widget editable text find text. Expect max lines to be 2. I don't know if it's a good solution, but I've set the value of my text form field that I can find the editable text widget directly. Of this widget, I can find the test property max lines. So, all right, let's try this then. just gonna go over here again and we'll say text form field is total annual income input field equals tester.widget, and we will have our text form field. Let's move that over just a little bit. Text form field like that, and the finder will be find this right here. Okay. And then we would do expect total annual income field dot
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up.
we have controller.
Wrap it up, B.
Why don't we have decoration? Let's see. This test is a change detector. It doesn't provide much value. I don't know why. All right, let me see. Widget tester, tester. Why can I not find the... Let's go to here. Why am I not finding the... Must be missing something. We have the key, find by key. All right. But I don't see the decoration stuff. Let's see. I have an idea. Let's do this, right? So I'm just going to put a 1 in here for a second. And I'm just going to print this out for now, right? Print. I'm just curious to see what that brings out. So, did it print it out? So text form field key. All right, let's go here. Have the controller. But I don't have, I see the controller. Well, let's try this then. Let's print out the controller. Let's see. That's how I troubleshoot. I like to see what values are being presented to me to see what options that I have. So selection range, okay. So that would be this controller. Where is the controller? That would be this controller right here. But I'm not seeing any. So if I print out key, so we have the key. Restoration ID, unchanged, group ID. Let me see something. This form right here. it should fall under the text form field. So if we do that, we're going to wrap it up in just a second. Just curious. Text form field. Dot. Say we do toString. Run it again. Same thing. I gotta find how to get into this properties, into these sub properties over here. Let me see real quick. Something. There's a decoration here. Okay. We have some things to look into. I think I have an idea of how to get to this. But we shall figure that out a little bit later. Yeah, yep. We were making progress. I'll enable the ads after we fix all our tests and add our new tests, and then we'll re-enable them and figure out how to figure that out, right? And we'll re-enable them and then figure out how to get those to work as well. But that's going to be it for today. We are going to go live tomorrow night for working more on the Urban Dictionary, and then Friday night so that we can do our weekly economic review. And then we will be off Saturday morning as well. And we'll be back live on Sunday. But today at noon, we're going to be talking about story refinement meeting. Really, really important. Let me go through the chat real quick as we get out of here. Let me see. Ricard says that he was up today because he's waiting on a wire from the East Coast. Let's see. He asked you that yesterday. I saw that question in the chat yesterday. He asked you yesterday, and you totally ignored him. I'm telling you, Ricard, with friends like Mitch, who needs enemies? Let's see. We got Alexis in the building. Good morning to you, Alexis. How are you doing today? Let's see. Let's go to. Oh yeah. So are you afraid of the poll because you don't want the results? You don't want the results, Mitch. Are you afraid of that poll because you don't want the results? Are you afraid of what results you might get? I'm just saying. Anyways. I saw it in the chat. He totally ignored you, right? It is what it is. All right. Anyways, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I went over time just a little bit, but we were working on it. We were having some fun. See you guys later today. See you guys tomorrow. See you guys Friday. See you guys on Sunday. All that good stuff. If you haven't already, like the video, share the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content, as well as go to techcoachtrap.dev, sign up for free, sign up for one-on-one coaching, sign up for exclusive content that you would not find anywhere else on the internet, and nobody presents it like I do, all right? We're going to get out of here. This is coming from Raf. That answered my question today from yesterday. Shut the up. At least I answered it. All right? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I got to say about that, all right? You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. We are right in the middle of the week. We're going to run it up. As always, no days off. Last but not least, as we wrap up today, remember, right?
I'm a knucklehead at times.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.